And good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? No. And good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. And welcome to our Purim festival. If everybody would take a seat, please. We're going to start this wonderful evening. Huh? If anyone would like anything from our table, it can be purchased during dinner. So this way we'll start. Yes.
Thank you.
Now you're so young.
I'm young.
Okay.
I'm glad it looks nice because it doesn't. Hi, Chag Purim Sameach. Shh. We're about ready to start. Now, the order of the afternoon is as follows. I'm going to do the Megillah, and then we'll sing a couple of Purim songs. The song sheet is on your table. You also have on your table this copy of the Megillah, the story of Esther, which interestingly does not contain any mention of God. And God does not appear in the Megillah, which kind of gives it a more realistic setting. The other thing is, there are so many parallels between what happened during the period recounted in the book of Esther and what's happening in our world today. For example, currently, as you know, I'm not getting political on you, but I have to say this, we are attacking Iran. Israel is attacking Iran. Shh. During the period of the Megillah, Persia was not only friendly to the Jews, it provided a haven for them. The Babylonians had conquered Israel in 586 BCE, and they destroyed the temple. The Persians show up maybe 200 years later, and they allow all the Jews to return to Israel. The Jews by this time had settled in what was then the Babylonian Empire and had become the Persian Empire. When Cyrus, the king of the Persians, who may or may not be the Ahasuerus of the story, I don't think so exactly, Cyrus got up and said, all the Jews in my empire, 127 provinces, if you want to go back to Israel, you are free to do so. Did all the Jews in Persia pack up their bags and take their GPSs and move back to Israel? No, indeed, because they were already very comfortable in Persia. They had the in-ground pool, the two-car garage, and they had good jobs, and they were inventing the synagogue, the prayers that were to be read in the synagogue, and also writing a book we still have called the Talmud. So we flourished in Persia. And it also teaches us the enduring hatred. There will always be people who love us and people who do not like us. But the ones who do not like us do not succeed. We are still here. We've been here for thousands of years, and we will survive forever. It is God's promise. So now we'll do the Megillah. And the Megillat Esther, the scroll of Esther, we have booklets, but that's because at the time it was written, the book had not yet been invented. And there are blessings, there are 3 blessings we do before reading the Megillah. And the first one is, Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who commanded us to read the Megillah. We'll do that in the Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu likro al mikra Megillah. Amen. The second blessing is also the second blessing for Hanukkah, thanking God who performed miracles for our ancestors in those days at this time. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. And the third blessing should be really among the most popular blessings in your life, as it is in ours. We thank God for every happy event that takes place. I'm so glad to see your happy faces. Is everybody happy? Not everybody looks happy. This is the happiest holiday of all. This is the only holiday on which Jews are commanded to get drunk. It's not a good thing. Alcoholism is not a good thing. And truth to tell, more Jews get drunk on Passover than ever get drunk on Purim. Why do we get drunk on Passover? How many cups do we drink? 4. And that's a sad commentary, but anyway. Nonetheless, this is a happy holiday. In Israel, people give each other presents on Purim, which is fulfillment of one of the 3 important mitzvot, commandments of Purim. The first one, of course, we're going to read the Megillah, and we're going to, what do we do when we say Haman's name? Okay. We're going to have to work out a signal for when people should stop twirling the grogger. A lot of these groggers are older than you and me put together. That's why they don't grog the way they used to. Okay, what was the other? The other 2 are sending ready-to-eat food to at least 2 friends. That's what we call shalach manot or shalach manis. And the third one is giving charity to at least 2 people. That is matanot le'evyonim, gifts to the poor. And that's it, Passover. Passover is a big deal. But Purim is really a very small stakes kind of holiday. But I think it's so important now with all the bad that's going on in the world. We've got to find occasions to smile. So I'm going to take out the official Temple Shalom Megillah, which I did not know existed until Rita, who knows everything, brought it to me, and now I know where it is. Well, right now it's on my desk, but I'm sure... What? I have a microphone. Oh, a microphone stand? Here's the microphone stand. I don't think Moses had a microphone stand. He did okay. Okay, now I'm standing with a microphone. Thank you. Here we go. In some shuls, I saw this on YouTube, they have like a whole squad of people, 6 people, to hold the Megillah up at both ends so that the cantor can read it. So who wants to be my Megillah holder? Or I can just hold it myself. No, yes, no? Okay, the king is not busy. There you go, Your Majesty. Rita, do you want to hold the other end? Oh my God, it's all in Hebrew. Okay.
That's a surprise.
Yes, it is a surprise. Okay, and the Megillah reading has a special trope, a special style of reading. Here we go. So follow along in the book. Okay, what page in the book? Yes, somebody put out the books. The books are out. Margaret put out the books. You see, everybody does everything. Malcolm did the books. Thank you all. beginning on page 20 in the book. Vayehi bimei Achashverosh, hu Achashverosh hamolech me'odu v'yad Kush. And it was in the days of Achashverosh, this is the Achashverosh who ruled from India to Ethiopia, 127 provinces. In those days, when the king sat in his palace on the kingly throne that was in Shushan, the capital, in the 3rd year of his reign, he made a super-duper party, because Achashverosh was a party animal, the Chosarav Avadav, for all his officers and servants, and the army of Persia and Media, Hapartamim, Visorei Hamidinot, Lifnei Baharoto, et Kavod Malchuto. Okay, it goes on. And these parties can last for 127 days. All they did was eat hors d'oeuvres and get drunk. What happens later on is that the king's heart is merry with wine, and he wants his current queen, Vashti, to appear before him. And that's what it says in the text. Vashti should appear before the king. Was she supposed to be dressed or undressed? Undressed. He wanted all of his officers to look upon her beauty with no filter. Okay, and we're moving down. And Gam Vashti Amalkas Damishte Nashim Beit Amalchut Asher Lamelech Achashverosh Bayom Hashvi, the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he said to Mehuman Bizeta Vizarod Bona V'charbona Bikta V'yabgata Zeter V'charkas Shivat HaSarisim HaMishartim Et Pnei HaMelech Achashverosh. Does Vashti want to come before the king? No, indeed. The rabbis have a lot to say about that. They say that God caused her beautiful skin to break out in hives or boogers or zits, some kind of thing, and she was not able to appear before the king. So the king said, and this king is a dunce. He doesn't know how to make any decisions by himself. Oh, I'm sorry, not this king, this king. And so he calls to his wise men and says, what shall be done to this queen? What do you think? How many of you think she is executed? She has her head chopped off. Oh, good for you. No. All it says in the text is she's not allowed to appear before the king anymore. She's sent into exile. And then some weeks later, when the king is lonely because the royal bed is colder than usual, what do his advisors tell him to do? How does he get another one? Does he go on Tinder? He advertises. What? No, P-date. Persia date. Okay. Well, we don't know if it was really just a beauty pageant or maybe a dry run. Because what happens is that every woman who comes to the palace is pickled in ointments and perfumes for 6 months, and afterwards she gets one night with His Majesty, and the next day something happens, or she gets sent back to the harem, or something like that. We don't really know, but I think we can make an educated guess. All right, so she becomes the queen, Esther becomes the queen. What is the root of the Hebrew name Esther? Seter, secret. We don't know anything about this girl. We don't know anything about her lineage and who is raising her. And what is Mordechai's relationship to her? He's her cousin. Yes. He's her cousin, but he's a father image to her. And what does he advise her to do if and when she becomes queen? Should she tell the king her background? No, because otherwise there wouldn't be any suspense in the story. Okay, now I'm moving along here. No, that's after an earlier portion, because after this, the king raises Haman to his seat of being the Rosh HaMemshalah. And what happened to me? I'm off. Hello?
Test.
Oh my God. That's because you're the king. Yeah. Do you have a bobby pin? The other one doesn't have a bobby pin either. Okay. Thank you. There's one in my desk. See, I can read it without a yarmulke because there's no God's name isn't in there. All right. So Haman gets raised to a high eminence. I said his name, yo. Okay, let's roll it forward. Rita, let's just roll it forward, please. We're rolling. Keep them dogies rolling. Rawhide. Shh. Okay. All right. And Esther finds out that the evil Haman decides he's going to kill the Jews. He's going to kill the Jews. And how does he decide to do it on the 14th day of the month of Adar? Yes, Josh?
He picks lots, and lots are Purim.
Yes.
He picks the 13th of Adar.
Right.
Because the 14th becomes our holiday.
Okay, whoops. All right.
Yes, he picks lots.
Right, he throws lots, he draws straws, he does, one potato, two potato. Okay. All right. And what happens is that now we're perplexed because Haman is being very nasty in general. Oh. But then Esther gets her courage up and she invites the prime minister. You could just roll that end up, Rita. She invites the prime minister and not Mordecai, and the king to a little soiree in her royal chambers. And what I love about this is it's two stages. She first invites them to a party, and what she does at the first party is she invites them to the second party the next day. So there's the party before the party and the party after the party, and that's the main party. So they get together for the main party, and she says, Oh, my king, I am in deep sorrow. My maidens and I had a fast yesterday, a 12-hour fast, and we were beseeching God, who is not mentioned in the Megillah, to help us. And now I have to tell you the plot and the plan of this evil man who wants to destroy me and my people. And the king says a great line. In Hebrew, it's wonderful. Mi hu zeh v'ezeh hu. Who is this and which is this? Who is planning to hurt my beautiful queen, whom I adore much more than I adored Vashti? And she points and she says, none other than this wicked Haman. And he falls down on his knees to beg her for mercy. And the king gets up, and he's in a huff, and he says, I am so angry. I can't take this anger. My queen and my prime minister, this is terrible. I'm having an awful day. I must go through the French doors, which haven't been invented yet, and go for a nice, peaceful walk in my royal garden, which he does. And while he's out in the garden, calming himself, Haman falls on his knees, and he's begging Esther for mercy, and just then Ahasuerus comes in through the French doors, and he sees his prime minister prostrate before his queen, and what does Ahasuerus assume? He's making a play for the queen. I don't know how to say that in a nice way. Oh, okay. He's pitching some woo. And Ahasuerus says, this is terrible. I can't take this. And he calls for the guards. Guards! And they rush in and they grab Haman. And they say, what shall be done to this wicked man? And the king says, well, we need a gallows. And it just so happens that the day before, when Haman was planning Mordechai's demise, he built a very convenient gallows in his backyard, right between the conservatory and the arboretum. And the king says, hang him on it. And they take him out and hang him forthwith, and the king's anger abates, but not entirely. And then everything turns around very quickly, and who becomes the next prime minister? Mordechai, yes, yes. And they hang the 10 sons of Haman. You're supposed to... We traditionally read the names of the 10 sons in one breath. But if you hold it like that, I can't read it. Okay. Oh, all right, there it is. Yes, that's great. You're doing great. Okay. Okay. Yes, show them the 10 sons. It's in a larger font. See the large font? Isn't that nice? It's a beautiful, beautiful Megillah. It's really lovely. It's a lot lovelier than some Torahs I've seen in my career. Okay, take a deep breath. Okay, here it comes. You got a grog for this. Viet Pashandata, Viet Alphon, Viet Aspata, Viet Paradata, Viet Adalia, Viet Aridata, Viet Parimashta, Viet Arisai, Viet Aridai, Viet Vayasai, Haseret, Yibinde Haman. Good for you, good for you. By this point, Mordechai is the new prime minister, and he turns things back to what passes for normal in the great state, in the great kingdom of Shushan. I don't know, somebody put a sticky on the Megillah over there, and I don't know why. It's okay. Well, yeah, all right, you can take it off. Okay, I'll put it on my forehead. Okay. And Esther, the queen, the daughter of Avichail and Mordechai, Umordechai Yehudi, et kol tokef lakayim et igeret haparim, hazot hashenit, vayishlach svarim, sofrim, el kol hayehudim, el sheva esrei. So what happens is, why we have this Megillah, is that after this, they send out messengers on donkeys and swift dromedaries. You know what a dromedary is? That's a form of date. Do you remember when dromedary dates came in boxes? And they scour the entire kingdom, bringing these lovely letters to all corners, and it goes down into royal history that the Jews triumphed and the bad guys did not, and it should only happen that way for the rest of all time. Amen. Let's make Shechayonu one more time. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam shehechayanu v'kiyamanu v'higayanu. You can let go. Hazman hazeh. Amen. Okay, now we have a song sheet. And on the song sheet, these are some very old songs. There really have not been any, thank you, there really have not been any new Purim songs written over the last 100 years or so. This song sheet is so old, I typed it on an IBM Selectric 30 years ago. Oh, Haman was a high and mighty bluff in Shushan long ago. He ordered Mordechai to take his derby off in Shushan long ago. So we sing, 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 and raise a row, for Haman he was swinging, while Mordechai was singing in Shushan long ago. But Mordechai sat and laughed in his face in Shushan long ago. So Haman swore he'd exterminate his race in Shushan long ago. So we sing, 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 and raise a row, for Haman was swinging while Mordechai was singing in Shushan long ago. Yes, let's start the play now. Yay! Okay, you need the mic. Here's the mic. Temple Shalom players.
Make a stack of the books on your table, please. Thank you.
One, right? If I was better, I would have had that. Don't worry, don't worry. You've got it. Yeah. Big voices, everybody.
Test.
Now, okay, and I will skip any overture this year to save time, okay? All right, here.
I was in a play one time.
What?
I was in a play one time,
Okay.
an absurdist production of Macbeth.
Yeah.
And right before we started, the narrator said, "This is the voyage of the damned."
All right. Okay.
I know, that's right, 'cause that's the point. I'm the,
Okay. All right. Folks, we are beginning.
Thank you. Let me just mention, first of all, thank you all for coming and for being willing to hear our play. These are your fellow congregants here, and in the play, you will hear much of what the rabbi just presented in the Megillah. In some ways, we'll even flesh it out a little bit. So I hope you enjoy this. There are songs, there are words, and we wish you a happy Purim. Okay? Take it away.
Okay.
did you turn on Grace's microphone? We gotta turn it back on.
That mic, that one.
Oh, you got it?
You're visitors to Persia, aren't you? Yes. I can see from your exotic dress. Well, we Persians are famous for our hospitality to foreign guests. So if you'll do me the honor, I will be your guide for the next half hour or so. You're about to hear the story of Esther, a young queen who foils the heinous plot of an arrogant villain, risking her life to stop the planned slaughter of her people. The events take place in the Persian Empire more than 2,500 years ago, but its themes of love, jealousy, obligations to one's family and one's people, the evil of prejudice, and the struggle to protect an endangered people are universal, and they speak to everyone. Let me introduce the main characters in the show. First, we have our beautiful heroine, the young and innocent Esther. Next, we have the handsome and powerful, if foolish King Ahasuerus. And a wise counselor, Mordecai, Esther's guardian. And also a villain, both cunning and versatile, Haman. This production also includes one attendant and me, yours truly. So join us, please, as the curtain rises. Pretend there's a curtain here. On Act 1 and the song Shushan.
In a distant land, a dream At the heart of the king's empire was the capital named Shushan. With thick walls many meters high, it was known as Fortress Shushan. Many a festival grand was held inside of the walls of Shushan. Yet plots and rumors spread through the land from the palace inside Shushan.
Spread throughout the king's empire was a tiny Jewish people. Barely a few 100,000 souls, a tiny exiled Jewish people. All devoted to their king, but loyal to their God. Dreaming of Jerusalem, the faithful Jewish people. With their leader Mordecai.
Now in Shushan, the king announced a special week-long party. All the people of Shushan are invited to bring heartily. At the end of 7 days, the king was horrified. That slave oath was some entertainment of a special kind.
During the first
Long ago in a distant land, in the capital named Shushan.
During the first scene, the king orders his queen to dance before his guests, and then dismisses her after she refuses.
Attendant, where is the queen? I ordered her to appear.
Your Majesty, Her Highness says she has a headache.
Return to the queen and tell her she must come. This is a royal command.
Your Majesty, I told Her Highness the urgency, but she just waved me off.
This is an outrage. No one refuses a royal command. The queen must be banished.
But the king soon becomes lonely, and his advisors convince him to summon all the beautiful young maidens to the palace, where his favorite will become the new queen. The word travels throughout the kingdom and reaches the home of Mordecai, a leader of Persia's Jewish community, and his ward and cousin, the lovely young Esther.
You should go to the palace. Perhaps you could become queen.
Cousin, do you really think that the king would choose a young woman like me? Could I be queen? You seem to say it could be me some distant day. I don't believe this tale at all. I'm so young and small. I can't see how it could be a wonderful future just for me. It seems just like a foolish dream to think that I could be a queen. I'm so afraid, I'm feeling scared, I feel so unprepared. Could it be my destiny to be a queen? Yes, me. Could I be queen, so fearsome yet grand? Could this be what was planned? Could be my destiny to be
Esther dear, you are so beautiful and charming that the king will have to be impressed. Besides, if you become queen, you could help our people in time of need.
All right, I'll go, but only if you'll pass by the palace to see how I'm faring.
Certainly, there's just one thing you must tell no one who you are.
Do you mean my face?
PTO. Yes. Takes a while. Yes, many in the kingdom hate our people for what we believe, because we remain loyal to your God. They can't accept that.
Esther goes to the palace and, following the advice of the attendants assigned to her, wins the king's heart. At first glance, the king falls madly in love with her.
This is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. You are beautiful, yes, oh so beautiful. Your smile would light up any room. With eyes so luminous and face so glorious, your radiance outshines the sun and the moon. But more than beautiful, your grace is wonderful. Your kindness and warmth become you. Although I've only known you a moment, I can tell you're a beautiful person too. But more than beautiful, your grace is wonderful. Your smile, kindness, and warmth become you. Although I've only known you a moment, I can tell you're a beautiful person too.
Soon after the king announces Esther's selection as queen, he elevates Haman to become his chief advisor. Haman is clever, but his arrogance is much greater than his cleverness.
At the Persian Empire, I'm known
gate, almost everyone bows to Haman. Everyone except Esther's guardian, Mordecai. Because of his faith, Mordecai can only bow to God, and, out of necessity, the king. In revenge, an infuriated Haman plots to destroy not just Mordecai, but his entire people. With the help of his wife, Zeresh, he devises a plan to convince the king to order the destruction of all of Persia's Jews, calling them a certain people who do not follow the king's laws, in a slanderous reworking of Mordecai's earlier song.
A certain people in your land follows laws we can't understand. They resist your royal command, though far away from their home. Though scattered throughout your empire, they amass power and aspire to dominate through wealth and hire, far away from their need to tolerate them, they'll trust with traitorous overhead. This ruler thinks of nothing but to bring time back to their home. So trust me, sir, you don't need them, they'll just desert you in the end. You must agree to finish them before they take over your throne. There are things that you can do to curb their power to threaten. I can suggest a thing or two to keep them from harming you, Lord, to keep them from harming you.
All right, Haman. All right, Haman. This people is different. What do you want me to do about them?
Your Imperial Majesty, I beg you to authorize their destruction. I've even...
Destruction. This seems a bit extreme. These people are highly skilled. If they're destroyed, we'll lose their talents.
Your Majesty, I will give you 10,000 talents of silver.
10,000 talents of silver. Why, that's enough to pay for 1,000 skilled workers from Babylon and for a week of parties. Haman, now you're talking.
Now, if you'll just sign here and seal it with your imperial signet ring, I'll do the rest.
10,000 talents of silver. That could buy 1,000 bottles of the finest wine, scores of choice dishes, dancing troops.
When the decree is announced, Persia's Jews don sackcloth and ashes, the traditional garb of mourning, and Mordecai sits at the palace gate, bewailing the fate of his people. When Esther's attendants question him, he shows them the decree and begs that the queen intervene, warning that she too will not escape. fact, however, Esther must risk her life.
If I go before the king unannounced and he refuses to see me, I will die. If I don't go, someone will discover my background eventually, and I will surely die. And if I don't go to the king, who will? Feeling so frightened, a great burden has fallen on me, timid and frail. I stand here knowing not how to answer, yet I cannot avoid it. A choice must be made. How can I do what has been asked of me? Must I risk everything for this once? For I know that if fortune does not smile on me, my sacrifice will be in vain. Oh, this is my moment, my time to decide how to meet this challenge. There's no way I can hide. So this is my moment, my time to take a stand, the time to be counted, the moment now is at hand. Is there some mysterious reason? Was it all meant to happen that I came to be queen? For me, some great destiny waiting. Am I specially chosen? Tell me, what does it mean? Who else can bring hope in this moment of need? There's no one else who can fight for this dream. For I know it is one who will take on this task. Call now to save people in need. Oh, this is my moment, my time to break free, the time to take action. I know what it must be. So now I must be ready, for there's work to be done. This is my moment. I'm ready for whatever may come.
Convinced she has no choice, Esther sends a message asking the Jews of Shushan to join her and her maidens in a 3-day fast, after which she will risk going before the king. Act 2 begins with Esther, mindful of what happened to the former queen, appearing before the king with fear. She is in the same robes that won his heart before. After a moment's hesitation, the king extends his scepter to her, offering Esther anything she wants, up to half his kingdom. She asks only that the king and Haman attend a party that she arranges that night, and both agree. The king again offers Esther a magnificent gift.
Esther, dear, you have really outdone yourself. Anything you want, up to half my kingdom, is yours. Esther, my beautiful bride, whatever you want, I'll do. Half of my kingdom I'll gladly give, especially for you. Esther, my dearest, what can I bestow? Tell me, what can I do? It would delight me to do what you wish, especially for you.
You are so sweet to offer much. I don't need a lavish menu. What I want is to make you rejoice, to show my love for you.
Riches and treasures don't matter so much. Love will see us through. All that I want is to please you, my dear, especially for you. Riches and treasure don't matter so much. Love will see us through. All that I want is to please you, my dear, especially for you.
That night, the king cannot sleep, and he learns that nothing has been done to honor Mordecai, who saved him from being poisoned.
My line, isn't it? Yep. Attendant, please check the Royal Chronicles to see what has been done to honor the man that has saved my life.
You mean Mordecai, your majesty? I see nothing here. But wait, your chief advisor requests an audience.
Send him in. Perhaps he can suggest something.
Your Majesty, I beg your approval to impose punishment on...
Come on! What would you propose for someone the king wishes to honor?
What a stroke of luck. You must want to honor me, Your Majesty. I have just the idea for you. The one that the king would honor should be held on a great black horse and march through the streets of Shushan with a royal show of force. Led by a attendant, the grants of all to see, with someone announcing how all this came to be. March from back to great as horse with a royal show of force, herald and grand for everyone to see. The one that the king should honor, it should be explained, as monarch and slavery and serve royal praise. Through the streets of Shushan his name should be proclaimed. There should be the someone who's earned a royal claim. March up by a great white horse with a royal show of force, herald and grand for everyone to see. For everyone to see.
The king proceeds to order Haman to carry out his plan for Mordecai. And an enraged Haman leads Mordecai through the streets of Shushan. Haman has little time, but he is furious, however, because he must return to the palace for Esther's party. When the king once more asks Esther what she would like, her answer this time is different.
Anything, my queen.
Your Majesty, I beg you to save my life.
Spare your life, my beloved Esther. I have never threatened you. Who would dare think of threatening your life? Just tell me, and I'll have that person executed. Like that.
That man over there, Haman.
Haman? How dare he threaten the life of the queen?
Your Highness.
Your Majesty, do you remember the decree?
I told you never to mention it.
Your Majesty, that decree means that everyone in the kingdom who is Jewish is to be slaughtered. Your Majesty, I am a Jew.
The Queen's a Jew? A Jew?
Your Majesty, I never meant to harm the Queen. We can easily exempt her from the decree. All you need...
No! Your Majesty, the decree allows no exemptions. If my people must be killed, then I must also die.
This is an outrage. I will not allow this. Guards, come with me. This must be stopped.
Your Highness, I did not know. Please.
I have nothing to say to you.
No.
What? Are you to ravage the queen as well? Guards, arrest this man and have him hung.
Hang him on the gallows that he planned to use for Mordecai. Hang him on the gallows
so that everyone can see that this is what will happen when you plan and scheme for treachery. This is what will happen when you practice villainy. So let him feel the pain he tried to carry out. Let others see this shame of him he'll act out. Let him be a warning for everyone to see. This is what will happen when you practice villainy. So hang him from the gallows that they plan to use for Mordecai. Hang him from the gallows so that everyone can see that this is what will happen when you plot and scheme for treachery. This is what will happen when you practice villainy.
Dear King and Queen, I beg you, please let me try to explain. I did not mean to trouble you or give you my pain. I only wanted to preserve my precious dignity. So can you spare my life? Show me some clemency.
No! Hang him from the gallows that if ever was to Mordecai. Hang him from the gallows so that everyone can see that this is what will happen when you plot and scheme for treachery. This is what will happen when you practice villainy.
Haman may have received his just reward, but the king must undo the decree against the Jews. For this, Esther's guardian Mordecai is summoned. Mordecai advises the king to issue a new decree, allowing the Jews to defend themselves. And after doing so, the king appoints him his new advisor. On the day scheduled for their destruction, the Jews prevail over their opponents, aided by the king's governors. The king, accompanied by Esther, then orders a celebration.
Residents of Shushan, I am pleased to present my new chief advisor, Mordecai.
Thank you, Your Imperial Majesty. By order of Her Royal Highness, Queen Esther, I am pleased to declare today, the 14th of Adar, a holiday. All the Jews shall celebrate this day as a day of feasting, a day when our mourning was turned to gladness. Henceforth, in the further 14th of Adar, the Jewish shall rejoice, sending gifts to goods to each other, giving money to the poor. Let it stand as an ordinance for all time.
Well said, Mordecai. Now it's time to celebrate. All people in the kingdom, no matter race or religion, are welcome to join us. Attendants, prepare the feast.
Together, all of this is due to you. Had it been for your courage alone, of this would have happened.
This is my moment, my time to decide how to make this judgment. There's no this is my moment, my time to take a stand. It's time to be counted. The moment there is at hand.
This is my moment, my time to break free. Just time to take action. I know what it must be. So now I must make ready, for there's work to be done. Yes, this is my moment. I'm ready for whatever. Thank you, my friends, for joining our celebration. From this day on, guests from throughout the world will be welcome in my kingdom. I hope you've enjoyed the entertainment we put together for you. And now, if you'll go to the tables here in the hall, you'll find ample food and drink. I think in your language it's called a little reception. Thank you. Big hand for Josh Green, who directed, played the piano. Fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Green composed this, arranged it, and performed the whole time on the piano. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you to the cast. So, thank you all.
That's it. Let's eat.
Aaron, I didn't know you had so many roles.
Standing up for a whole lot.
And then rehearsal too.
Oh, my legs are tired. No,